morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening. What's up, man? It's Mark Gates reporting live. Quick little owner's box. I'm gonna just throw this in the Gamers Time League, man. And piss Mo off. Just wanted to give you 5 quick updates, man, on a new franchise league. EA's been releasing pretty much details every day for the franchise mode, so this is a good time for us in the CFM. One of the good things, or one of the new updates that they're gonna have for us, is quarterback pre-snap movements and adjustments, or signal calling they're calling it. So for example, they've already broken down how Aaron Rodgers does something with his high thigh every time he does a snap. The quarterback from KC, he has a special way when he calls certain plays and different things like that, mechanics pre-snap. So it'll be good for guys who have good user skills and guys who really love defense, man, to pick up on these key things and then determine, based on how the mechanics work, we can tell if it's a run, a pass, things like that. Hopefully it doesn't get too not glitchy, but too obvious, and we're allowed to scheme on it based like that. So that's kind of cool. Number two, I kind of spoke on it yesterday. Schemes, how they have 14 total schemes, and even now with the schemes, which also runs into the third thing, is the schemes now are also into the playbook. So playbooks will definitely be expandable. And they have different plays that line up with schemes. So imagine how we develop schemes on our own currently in Madden 18. I think this year that they'll probably do is have them pre-defined inside of the playbooks, and then we can build them off of them. So I think that's going to be really dope and a good idea for how they do that. Fourth thing, real quick, that I want to touch on is the ratings, the XP progression system. And how that works is, for example, when you give players XP now, currently we can individually pick and post, pick and allot certain XP points to different traits and ratings. This year it's going to be just strictly to the archetypes, as they call them, and then I guess EA or the computer will determine to randomize them based on their position and fit into the side of their scheme. I personally don't know how I feel about that, man, to be honest with you, only because I like to give players a certain points and certain things, and I like to make them how I want to make them. For example, the guys who I use, I really don't put their awareness up or their play rec up, because I'm using them. So for me, their play rec and their awareness is 99. I usually build around their other traits, but we'll see how EA does it. This coming Madden, it should be interesting. And then the fifth thing again is, and again I touched on it in the show in case you guys didn't catch it, is the depth charts and how the depth charts work, and being able to sub in players with certain positions and certain things and certain rules or whatever inside of their position. So like third down players, you have just specifically for third down. Some receivers you might just have a slot. So with using that with the expandable or with the new custom draft classes, I think that's going to be pretty dope. And in our leagues, I think in both leagues we should honestly consider putting like a little draft board together, or take guys who, like, say for example, I think Cletus would be great at this, and developing draft classes. He always has a superstar guy. I think somebody like with his expertise in the USFL would be great. And then whoever really dominates in the draft on the UG Gamers Time League, I think also would be really good at this, to be able to develop and let's talk about and get the conversation going about draft classes, how we're going to move forward with these new draft classes in Madden 19. Also, I just read not too long ago that EA has revamped the logic on defense, especially with they talked about it in the cover too. So say for example, the middle read now will do better at playing the deep middle, along with playing the things that run across him, whether it be in front of him or behind him. So that means that guys like myself and other guys like Ty who do it, Boom sometimes do. I know Joe spoke on an episode yesterday about putting that middle linebacker in the deep blue. We do that because everybody knows, or if you don't know, that the cover two gets beat in the middle of the field, especially the deep middle or the underneath middle, because the guy who's the middle linebacker has to determine the high-low concept. Advanced players usually put the middle linebacker in the deep blue so they can't get beat deep. Nobody likes getting beat deep. So in return, you do that, you leave the underneath middle open. So EA now understands that. You now revamp that middle linebacker and also the logic for cover two to read that better. They're also really working good on the hard flats to also work against the high-low concept, and they're also giving them good press animation. So that's just one of the schemes that they talked about on defense. and how they revamped the logic for defense. I know guys like myself, I'll be happy to see that. Hopefully they'll finally fix the purple routes. I think the purple routes are stupid. They've been stupid the last 2 Maddens because they don't work. I do like the seam flat though. So for me, I don't use purple routes this Madden. I use the seam flats. Hopefully they'll bring that back along with the better purple routes. Quarter halves do a solid job when you don't want to get beat deep, and then they kind of fix the cloud flags and things like that. So just wanted to give you guys a quick 5 updates on the new CFM things, man. Tune in every time for the Owner's Box. I've been gone for a while, but I'm gonna really step it up and give you guys a good quality show in both leagues. That's right, Mo. I'm coming to both leagues, man. I might call it something else in the Gamers Time League, because I do feel like this show is exclusive to the USFL, man. They gave me life there. So just, stay tuned for all your current CFM updates, man. Mark Gates signing off, a.k.a. Glitchy Gates, as they call me in another league, man. I'm signing off. Quick little update, the Owner's Box. Peace.